Ballantyne. Now we go to Aidan Gill. Good morning, Aidan.
Morning, Tommy. How are you?
I'm well. How are you? Good. You work. Your company is called Casmotec, and we better explain why you called your company Casmotec before we tell them what it is.
Sure. Yeah. Casmotec is Castlebar Mayo Technologies. So we took the three words and broke it down and created Casmotec with the help of my kids. So it's.
So you had a brainstorm.
I did. Yes, indeed.
And it worked.
It did.
So you develop software.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Right. So for the ordinary Joe Blogs out there who hasn't got a clue what software is, what do you do?
We work with businesses. We go in and sit down with a business who maybe have manual processes in place. So a lot of businesses are well used to Excel, or as are the people at home. So we look at what they use Excel for and try and automate what they do. So instead of going in every single day, enter and say stock numbers and details of stock and deliveries and all that sort of stuff, we work with them and try and bring a piece of software in that we create ourselves in-house, or we can off-the-shelf software that we can give them, So it's yeah.
What's your own background?
Software, yeah. So I'm nearly 30 years working. Came out of GMIT in 1994 when it started up. We were the first students in there in 1994. So in Castlebar, and I've been working in software since, in various size companies, small and large corporates. So.
And since 1994, when you came out, as they say, with a lot of green around your ears, to now, I mean, the developments within software is like chalk and cheese, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. AI is the big buzzword at the moment, but I mean, for us, what we find is the personal touch and sitting with people, because businesses are still they're very busy. The owners are very busy, especially the smaller ones we deal with, but going in, sitting down with the person and watching what they're doing as opposed to talking towards them, we find that invaluable. So we listen to what their problem is and provide them with potential solutions, and some of them work and some of them don't, and we can go back and do things called POCs, proof of concepts, and they use it for a while and sees it work, and then we can change parts of it in and out, So it's good. You have to form a relationship with them, and we work very closely with Leo's and John McGee. It's been great. Like, there's great grants available. The Dish for Business grant is there, and it's a lot of free money is available to the businesses.
How long are you self-employed?
4 years, yeah.
Was that a big decision to make?
It was a very big decision, yeah.
Where were you working prior to that?
I was in Hewlett Packard in Ballybridge in Galway for 12 years.
Big company, yeah. So going out on your own, why?
To be challenged, I think. I was 12 years in there, and the corporate scene became a bit boring and constrained, so I wanted to go in and improve. I enjoyed it. I worked into customers over the years, and it's great to sit with someone and see what you can do for them and take the fear out of software, IT, and it's still there. It's funny, and we try and bring a personal touch. I work with another guy in Dublin, so there's the two of us, and we do a lot of work for the HSC, integration stuff for the HSC, and it's great. Yeah, and we'll hope to grow now this year with the help of Leo.
Yeah, the fear of technology though is an age thing. I mean, the younger generation, they have no fear about any of that. Clicking a button that might just put the computer off. They just don't go there. But whereas my age group, we are still so reluctant, and we don't trust it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I understand that. I see my dad is nearly 80, and he's mastered the tablet, which is fantastic. So yeah, I seen him.
And it's not the one he gets from the GP.
Absolutely not. No. Yeah. You see what technology has done, bringing even the GA games to people. They can sit at home and watch the championship in Mayo or on GA Go. It's fantastic. And YouTube is a fantastic resource for people. To fix the smallest thing, your computer or your lawnmower, you go on YouTube and you can see people, and it's a fantastic resource. And the fear, you can't break it. I mean, you can't.
You're 4 years up and running now. Trying to get new customers, is that hard?
It is hard, yeah. It's I think a lot, especially in the smaller businesses, the owners are very busy, and it's to try and get their attention, try and establish a trust with them. Very important, because still IT people have this if you have a nerd coming in on top of you almost, and it's to get their trust and get their time and then provide a solution with them, but again, there's a lot of funding available, and it's while it's not free money completely, there's a lot of money, a lot of funding available
to businesses to upgrade their technology.
Yeah.
So do you do a lot of not cold calling, on knocking on doors, but how do you market?
We get a lot of help from the Leos. They have the doors open, so they'll provide us with a list of companies to make contact with.
You've got 90 companies under your grasp. this morning in there.
Yeah.
So your job would be to go to all of these companies and say, look, are you having software issues in your company?
Yep.
So events like this are really important.
They are indeed, yeah. And they may not even have software. We're dealing with a company in Galway at the moment, a jewellery company, and he's a man in his late 60s. They have no online presence. They have no software in house. They have no tills. But he wants to, because he wants to bring it on to us, hand it over to the next generation. Yeah. And everybody expects it to have a website. So
okay.
It's,
very good. Your website is
Casmotec
Okay, and I better spell that, which just so listeners are aware, it's CASMOTEC.ie.
Solutions.ie.
Sorry, so it's Casmotec and you'll be talking to Aidan Gill, because you're the CEO, you're the main bottle washer. Thanks very much indeed for talking to us, Aidan, and continued success to you. And again, thank you very much, David, for joining us as well. Alana Nolan has the latest news. That's next.
The Tommy Marin Show on Midwest Radio with Gracie's Pizzeria at Westport Adventure. Keeping the fun going every weekend. Amazing smash burgers, shakes and sundaes and much more. Gracie's Pizzeria open every weekend all year.